Hey guys, what is up? So, some of you guys will probably know I did move into a new house. It's actually a month ago today that I've been here. It's 4 weeks, which is kind of crazy. Time has flown by pretty fast, but I'm loving it here. I've had a really good time, and I've really had a good time as well streaming and uploading more stuff to YouTube now as well. I did promise you guys that I would show you at least my new gaming room and possibly a little bit of my new house as well. We will just have to see about showing the new house because I don't want to give too much away about where I'm located and privacy stuff like that. You guys probably understand, but just in case some of you guys don't, then that's the deal with that. But I will definitely show you guys my new gaming room, and that's exactly what we're going to do now. Alright guys, so here we are. This is my new setup in my new house. Some of you will probably know it does look kind of similar to my old setup, if you remember. I'll put a link to that old setup video right now on the screen, so you can click that if you want to go see my old setup in my old home house, or home place, I don't know what to call it anymore, my parents' house I guess. But I will walk you guys through the setup. It is pretty much the exact same as before. Some things have changed a little bit in terms of positioning and where they're actually set up, but I'll walk you guys through it pretty quickly. We'll start with the new stuff I guess first. So I'll actually turn around. This is my new green screen setup, and I have two lights here at the minute. I actually only use one light for the green screen in this setup, and holy shit, my camera's having a hard time here. But this one light here, I'll actually go back to this side so you can see better. This is usually the one light I use to light this. It's actually not that hard to light this green screen, which was surprising because it is a full width one. It's 3 meters wide by 2 meters high. And yeah, I didn't think one light would be enough, but it actually does the job pretty well. This second light that I'm using right now is just for the benefit of this video. It doesn't actually be used that often. It's actually usually in that storage cupboard there, or wardrobe. So that second light is purely just for the benefit of this video for lighting, but that's my green screen. I think this is, yeah, as I said, it's a 3 by 2 meter. So this is a proper green screen. It's not one of the cheap ones. I think this was on Amazon by PhotoCell. I think it's the brand of this screen. It's a really good green screen, really nice fabric. It's really thick and heavy as well, and the color is consistent throughout it. The color does look a little bit off in this because I have my blinds open, so the lighting isn't perfect. I usually have that closed whenever I'm streaming, just because the sunlight fucks it up a little bit. You can kind of see the bright area here a little bit. That's where the sunlight basically fucks it up, so that's usually closed, so it's usually a lot more consistent. And this camera as well doesn't pick it up that well, but it works very well with the webcam. But that is mounted kind of, it's kind of ghetto rigged or DIY done. I got fed up with the stands, which some of you guys might remember from an old video as well. But the stand basically took up a lot of room. It's basically the same as these stands. It was a tripod stand, and I just got fed up with those because they got in the way quite a lot. So I took the bar off those and I just screwed it onto the wall, and I hung the screen that way with the normal little clamps. And I do apologize as well guys if my camera doesn't focus a lot of the time. I don't know why, but the 700D I think I have by the Canon, I really have a hard time focusing this camera a lot, especially when shooting video. So if anyone knows how, any tips maybe for the Canon 700D for focus with videoing, I greatly appreciate that. It seems it's not too bad now actually. I did switch the autofocus, so maybe this is actually better than the original one. But anyway guys, we'll continue. We'll go left to right on my desk here. Actually the desk I'll talk about briefly first. This is the same desk as before. I think I did show you guys the little mod I made for the desk. Well actually I said me, it was my dad. He did most of this desk work. He's really good like that. So this is just a little bit added on. The shelves, my PlayStation is down there. So I'll show you guys this now actually while we're on this part. My PlayStation's here, which I barely ever use. I've got a controller and my one game for the PlayStation, which is Bloodborne. If you'll focus please, there we go. So Bloodborne is the only game I have at the moment for PlayStation. I did have Last of Us, but I finished it and I sold it, so that's the deal with that. I've then got a telephone, which I probably will never use either. That's just the way it is. I use my mobile for pretty much everything. Then got the PlayStation controller. That's an Xbox controller, by the way. I'm an idiot. Behind that, I have an AverMedia Extreme Cap U3 capture card, which is for the PlayStation. If I ever want to stream or record that, then I can use that. Next to that is I think a 2 terabyte hard drive by Western Digital, and that thing is ancient. I really should replace it, but I store pretty much everything on that. Video related and stream hard drives and stuff like that, and nothing there. And you can probably see the mess of cables back there briefly. That's where they're all hidden. Cable management isn't done too well on this. I could do it better, but meh, no one's going to see this too much. So going from this side, that's a hole which shouldn't be there. That used to be for cable management. My desk is kind of switched around a little bit, so yeah, this hole isn't needed. I've got some toilet paper because I had a cold or bad flu a couple of weeks ago and I used that to blow my nose. That's it, nothing else was used for that. This is just like a little box full of little things, cable ties, pens, screws and stuff, just random stuff. I don't really know why that's there. This is a microfiber cloth, which I use. I love these cloths for cleaning my glasses because my glasses get really fucking dirty. They're probably dirty at the minute actually. But that's the only cloth that actually cleans my glasses, because my glasses have a special, I think it's anti-glare coating, and if I use anything other than that, it just smears them and makes them really dirty. So that's the only thing I use my glasses. If you're wondering why this light is rather weirdly pointed at the wall, this basically is for lighting myself where I'm streaming. So I would be sitting here typically in front of the main screen. If you turn this off, it gets quite dark. So you can see it's off now. It doesn't make too much difference on this, but it actually does do a very good job of lighting my face because the light reflects off the white walls. So that's why that is there. My microphone setup is the same. I have the AT2035 here. You can't really see it because it's under this, but it's still the same mic, and that is mounted on the Rode PSA 1 arm, extending arm. You can move this about and stuff like that. Pretty useful, so when I'm streaming or recording, I can just move this in front of my face and my mouth, and when I'm not using it, I can just push it back to the side, so it's not restrictive if I'm just you know, browsing Twitch or watching Twitch or typing or stuff like that, or editing. So that sits there. I'll just leave that over. Headphones are the same as always as well. The Biodynamic, isn't it Biodynamic? I think so, yeah, Biodynamic. I fucking forget the name of half of the stuff I own. And again, camera's not focusing. Please, camera, there we go. So they're the same, the DT770 Pros, 250 ohm edition. I love these headphones. They're probably some of the best I've ever bought or used. And they are running into my shit stack, which I did do a video on these before, guys, so if you want to check that out maybe. Camera, please focus. Goddamn. But this is the shit stack, this is an amp, and this is a DAC. And if you want to know more about them, just watch the video. I'll link it somewhere in the description or as an annotation. Keyboard, same as always as well, same as last time. Black Widow by Razer. This thing, it's holding up pretty well. I was thinking about changing it a little while ago to something like a Corsair maybe, or a SteelSeries actually has a nice keyboard. I can't remember the model, but yeah, for now this is fine. I don't want to waste any money really on a keyboard I don't really need. Mouse as well is the same, still using the Razer Naga. Was thinking about changing this as well to maybe a Death Adder or a Corsair mouse as well, but as I said, I don't really want to be spending any money I don't need to when I've got rent and stuff to pay and all the bills to play myself now. So probably there's not going to be many more upgrades for stuff I don't really need. So unless something breaks, which I hope it doesn't, I won't be changing that much. Monitors, still the same, just a shitty Samsung monitor here. The main monitor is the BenQ XL2411, and I think it's the Z, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, this is a 144Hz 1080p monitor, and it's pretty decent. It's nothing special, but it does the job. A very nice monitor. Color could be a little bit better, but as I said, I don't do really much editing and stuff like that, so for general gaming stuff, it's fine. My webcam is pretty much the standard what every streamer or blogger or YouTuber has, is the Logitech C920. Pretty much everyone has one of these now. And yeah, really nothing much to rival that, so not really much to explain. And the right side monitor is just another Samsung monitor that I've had over the years, and it's been added as an auxiliary monitor. Oh yeah, the mouse mat is still the same Corsair. I think it's the M400 maybe or something, M200, and this is the extended one that goes across. I like the extended ones just because I rest my hand quite a lot when I'm typing, so it's nice to have a little soft surface to rest on. The mixer that I use for my mic is the Behringer Xenix Q802. Again, if my my camera will focus, you can actually see it. That's my settings there. I've actually been playing with the compression a little bit, so we're going to try that out on stream and see how it sounds. And yeah, that's pretty much all standard. It's a 2-channel XLR, and then I think you have maybe 6 inputs for jack. I'm not entirely sure. I guess it's an 8 input, which is what the 802 means. Yeah, but yeah, I used to know like all this stuff. I used to know all the audio shit, and now I've just got like my brain's fried. I forget all this shit. Yeah, that's that. It's phantom powered, 48 volt. That's USB then running into my computer. This little dude here is a Anker USB 3.0 hub, and I just run out of USB hubs all the time, or ports, and I don't like really using the front thing too much, so I have this. I've got a card reader in there, and yeah, that's pretty much that. It's USB as well, and it's powered. And you can see the cable mess. It's actually not that bad when you look at it now. They're cable tied together not too badly. Yeah, it could be a little bit better, but it's not atrocious, you know. I've seen worse. Oh, God, actually, don't look behind there. Don't look at that. And here we go, guys. The main beast in my setup is my computer. Still the same thing as well. Nothing's changed. I really need a name for my computer. I'm not sure what I could name it. Anyway, still the same. GTX 980 is the graphics card. Intel i7 4770K. Overclocked to 4.2, I believe. The Corsair H100i cooler, the water cooler there. What's the RAM? I always forget what the memory is. I think it's HyperX Fury, I want to say. And there's 32 gigs of that. And I also have all the cables, our red braided cables by Corsair. And they're running into the Corsair AX860i. Which I love that power supply as well. It's a modular power supply, really easy to just keep everything tidy. The storage then, I'm using a Kingston HyperX 3K, I think that is, for the OS. Then the Force GT, which I use for a couple of games, but I usually use for recording gameplay and stuff onto. Then I have 2 Western Digital Blacks for games again, and just for like general storage and stuff like that. But as I said, I use the external drive for like most of the hard copies, for archives and stuff like that. And lastly, guys, the one kind of new thing, I guess, is this little bad boy here. This is just a wireless dongle. So some of you guys are probably wondering, why am I using wireless on a setup? Well, basically it's because I don't want to have to run cables from downstairs where my router comes in up to here, because I am renting this house. I don't want to do anything that I don't really need to in terms of modifying it, and I don't really want to drill holes through walls and stuff like that, or through the floor. Is probably the way I'd have to go to get it actually up here. So what I started off using was a wireless extender, and then that ran a Ethernet cable into my PC. That worked okay. I lost like half of my actual bandwidth with that, just because of the range. I get 60 megabyte in download and 15 up. With that there extender dropped to 30 download and about 11 up, which wasn't too bad. I could still use that, but I wanted basically to get my full speed up here. So I got this little BT dongle, and if you guys don't know, maybe some of you guys that are not from the UK, BT is the ISP here, probably the main ISP in the UK, and I got their just little dongle. It says it's a wireless AC dongle, which is compatible with the router I'm using. It works pretty well with it actually. And with this, I'm getting pretty damn near close 60 download, and I'm getting my full 15 up as well. So that thing's improved a lot. I streamed yesterday for 6 hours and there was no problems whatsoever. I did notice with this, the extender, I did drop like maybe 500 frames every now and then. So I think it was just because of that the wire signal isn't as strong, because I was using 2.4 gigahertz. And guys, I think that's pretty much it for the setup. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Is this an improvement over my last place that I was in, my home? Or do you guys like the new house a little bit better? I know it is a little bit bland looking, the walls are just all white. I'm not exactly sure what to put up here yet. I know if I do put stuff up here on the front wall, it's probably going to make that light pretty obsolete and useless. So I may not put anything up there actually. So I don't know, it does look pretty bare. Maybe even just like one flag poster or something. I don't know. Oh yeah guys, as well, my chair, still the DX Racer M series. I do need to do a review on this, guys. I know, I apologize. I've said, like, when I first got this, I said I'd do a review in a couple months. It's been like 6 months since I bought this chair and I still haven't done a review. I promise I will do it soon. I just need to find the time and make like I want to do it properly, make an actual good review on it. So stay tuned for that. It will be like maybe in a couple months time. And I will actually leave you guys with a view from my backyard here. This is my little garden I have. Not a great view, but it's better than some things. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you think. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. And also, don't forget to check me out on Twitch. I do live stream there quite a bit now. And I upload the VODs and highlights to YouTube. And check out Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. And guys, I hope you all are doing well, and I will see you soon.